morning. Again, out just riding locally, hopefully. Be meeting up with a couple of other DRZ riders at the coffee shop. So today looks like the perfect riding day. It's hard to believe that yesterday it just rained all day. So hoping to meet up with Jules on his DRZ and Mitch on his DRZ. I think yesterday's weather could possibly have put people off. I'm back on Blue Gum O'Brien Link. Despite the rain we had yesterday, it's not as wet as I thought it was going to be. But it's still kind of slippery in spots, still some puddles. So for those who subscribe, you may wonder why I do the same tracks all the time. For me to get to the coffee shop, I could do asphalt or these fire roads, or I could do these tracks. I know which way I would prefer to get to the coffee shop. And then when you do get there, you enjoy your coffee a whole lot more. That's if you do get there. So I guess it's all a matter of personal preference. These roads, or these roads. These roads, or these roads. So I ponder the question: is it the journey or the destination? So the journey or the destination? In the end, however you get here, it's definitely worth it. So back onto Old Ashbourne Road. Got Jules behind me. I know Mitch had some commitment, so he didn't turn up. And then again, bumped into WR250 Matt just prior to leaving the coffee shop, and said that some of the other boys are out today around XL Amblers. Back onto Yankee Mine track. For me, it's my standard loop. I'm not sure if Jules is overly familiar with Yankee Mine track, Old Ashbourne Road. He mentioned he's done Amblers and some of XL before. So since the conditions are good, it's a good way for Jules to familiarise himself with some of what's out this side. Made it onto Amblers Lane. That's some of the big puddles. There's signs of four-wheel drives being through. Always got to keep that in mind when you ride out here. Get onto some of these blind corners or down hills. I find that you're facing a forward drive or two. You may be able to see how these puddles have been kind of splashed out across the sides, and that there's little rivers running down, which is an indication of the before mentioned four-wheel drives. And there they are. It's like peak hour. That hairpin section on the downhill prior to the river is getting looser and looser, and there's some bigger holes in it than there was a week or two ago. So guessing as the season goes on, it's going to become a little bit more technical than what it currently is. So we're on the uphill section heading towards O'Brien's. O'Brien's will head across and then do XL from O'Brien's through to Cheddle through to Mill Road. I was just coming down O'Brien's and bumped into the other boys. They're heading back towards Blackwood for a bit of lunch. Hopefully Jules and I can get XL done and then meet up back at Blackwood with the boys and head out towards the other side of the coffee shop, I guess. So a couple of hours have gone by. I'm back on XL to do this section, head back to the coffee shop. Hopefully the other boys will be there when we get there. Let Jules go in front. See which line he takes. It's always good watching someone else's line. Get too close, I'm going to get fucking wet. It's deep. We'll go back to Channel. We'll follow this down. Go straight back down North Blackwood Road and meet up at the back of the coffee shop. We've gone from the coffee shop to Old Ashbourne Road, Yankee Mine Track, Chettle Road, Amblers Lane, XL, back to Chettle, now on North Blackwood Road, heading back towards the coffee shop. Well, it's gotten busier since we left. So I met up with all the boys and there was extras there. We're going to head across Dave's Gully Track, near Salton Mine Track, and I'll show the boys Conundrum Falls, crossed up in some big puddle. As I was saying, other than getting crossed up in a puddle, on Dave's Gully Track, across to New Salton Mine Track, and show the boys Conundrum Falls. As I mentioned last time that this trek to Conundrum Falls gets, remains pretty wet for a large part of the year, but it would seem that we didn't have the rain we had over my side. Drop into this. And around this. I'll catch up. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Conundrum Falls. Yeah, get out safely. Oh! Didn't get out so safely. Feeling as though I was the only one that made it messy. So back on Luterdurg Road, I said goodbye to the other riders. Everyone kind of lives in completely opposite directions. Guessing it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. I think everyone's got at least an hour to an hour and a half to their respective homes. I'm guessing most of us have work tomorrow. Great day out. Good to catch up with Jules. Good to catch up with all the other boys. This morning I was talking about doing the same ride all the time, and today has been the same ride but with different people. And it's always good to be able to come out and share some track knowledge, I guess. Introduce people to what's available out here, Wombat, Luterdurg, Blackwood. So it doesn't matter kind of what your skill level is, or whether you ride a bigger bike or a smaller bike. There's something for everyone, which is why I love it out here. I'm back on Yankee Mine Track, heading back towards home. Still don't know whether I'll go back via Chettle and then XL or Amblers, or just hit the forest roads and get back home. I'm not sure that's a decision that I need to make right now. You may notice I'm back on XL, third time for the day, heading home. Certainly a different day than I thought it was going to be. One is nowhere near as wet as I anticipated, and didn't expect to meet up with all the other boys. That was good. I had planned a kind of a YouTubing type day with assorted camera angles and talking to camera, but one of the problems with that is that it changes the flow of the day. So you want which is one of the reasons I don't do it a lot, do that YouTuber thing. You've got to there's a little bit of planning that goes into it, all these different takes, and then it changes the flow, and it changes some of the reasons why I ride. If you subscribe, I'm more of a spur of the moment guy than a planning guy. So I guess my vlogging style it fits in with my riding. If YouTube's gonna change your enjoyment, then what's the point in doing it? So every now and again, do a YouTubing style. This stuff, just talking while I'm riding, when I can get it right without falling off my bike and onto my ass. Oh, before driving the way. Thinking about talking, but I'm thinking about holding on. So I'm guessing this will kind of be the end of this vlog. The only other track I have to do is Blue Gum O'Brien's Link. And you've seen that before. So until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support with my YouTube channel. And cheers. See you on the next ride.